I'm not religious, but I am definitely. I think calling one self spiritual, it's a big title. I would say that I am someone who looks for spirituality, and a lot of it has to do with trying to find answers.
Mm.
Why are we here? What's our purpose? Now, I studied Kabbalah for many years, and I still do. And Kabbalah has definitely been something that has given me those answers. And of course, all other sources of religion and spirituality. I'm always looking for those answers, and especially, this question that happens a lot for people like me. It's like, here's this girl from Venezuela, and even talking to you about me, it's like, okay, well, you're talking about yourself too much. But then I have to go, okay, this is an interview,
It's what
so
it's about.
you can talk about yourself. But like, why is it this girl from Venezuela, a country that has so many issues right now, it's been put in a place where I had a chance, I had an opportunity, and even though I try to understand that there is a reason for it, and through my foundation, Wayutaya, we try to help as many people as possible, and but there's always mm, so Kabbalah and all these studies of spirituality have allowed me to understand that maybe, yeah, there is a reason. And as long as you give back in however way, shape, or form, if you give back, then it kind of makes it okay in my heart.
Yeah.
So it's not like you give back, honestly, we're not saints. It's not like you give back because you're this extraordinary human being. I think a lot of the time, it's like they say, fake it until you make it. So you start giving out of guilt. You start giving out of whether it's your time or your knowledge, or you just start giving because of whatever. And then eventually you get to a place where you hope to get to a place where you just feel good about giving because it is the right thing to do. And
Right.
it's the reason why you've been put in this place.
Would you say that Kabbalah is very prominent in Venezuela?
No, 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 no.
Mm.
Kabbalah is prominent worldwide.
Mm.
The real study of Kabbalah is ancient mysticism. So it just is a study that helps you to understand why things happen.
Mm.
We call it in learning to receive. That's what Kabbalah means, learning to receive.
Mm.
So once you understand how some of the astrology affects us, and the signs and the planets and the numbers. It is very mystical. It is very exciting. It's very mysterious. But at the same time, there is something to say about a bigger world that we're a part of. But just like Kabbalah, many other things. I think I'm just open to any form of spirituality that helped me gets to those answers.
Mm. So as you were growing up, was your family religious, or your mother or your father or anything along those lines?
Well, in our countries in Latin America, I'm from Venezuela, so most families grow up Catholic.
Mm.
But I, again, as any other form of religion, I think the basis of it are great. I think as years have gone by, those institutions have their pros and cons. I, I love the basis of it. I just didn't really feel when I went to a Catholic school. That's a phenomenal school, but I didn't really feel that I was identified with the going to church part of it. And it's funny because as years go by and you become an adult, then maybe we just didn't understand of the actual time of going to take some time to meditate and give thanks. And now I understand it. And I don't judge absolutely anyone. I actually welcome anybody that has any form of belief system that allows them to find peace in their hearts.
Mm. Do you meditate often?
Yes, I do every day. It's very helpful. Do you?
See, it's something I've always wanted to pick up, but I struggle with how to start. It's just like, how do you keep the thoughts out? What is your process? Do you have a practice that you follow?
Well, it's so great that you say that, Justin, because for me, I struggle with the same, and I think for everybody is how do you start? And my recommendation, and this is what's so great about this time of technology. All you have to do is go to YouTube and go through and pick a guided meditation. That's it. Just go through a guided meditation and start with 5 minutes.
Mm,
And then your heart will tell you, oh, do you want to do a little more? And I think, you know, especially now with social media, and we're all so addicted to it, right? I think if it's almost like the brain has a thought and our bodies are accustomed. And sometimes if we're used to get up in the morning and we go and the first thing we want to go is to make our coffee or tea. When you wake up in the morning, your body is going to want to make the coffee and tea.
right.
And that also happens with our thoughts in our thinking. So if we are someone who, maybe you want more money, or maybe you want more health, or maybe you want more, all of it. So because our bodies are accustomed to the way we have been thinking and how we think, but our bodies just follow the mind basically. And we have always thought, oh, I don't have any money. Oh, I want more. I don't have any money. So we're living in lack, basically. So unless you reprogram your brain to say, I will have, and I am okay, and I am grateful for what I have, then that's when the body starts feeling different. It's almost like when you go to a dog, sit, sit, sit. You have to reprogram your mind, just like if we were a pet. It's crazy, but it does work. And that's what's really good about taking a little time for meditation. And we don't have to. I don't like sitting and go, okay, no. But if I do it with a guided meditation, it's great. And so that teaches you gratitude. And then once you start living in that place of, I am grateful because I have my curtains behind and keep the light away, or I am grateful because we have a computer, or I'm grateful because I'm talking to you today and you let me, then we start reprogramming our minds and we start living in gratitude. And then therefore it's the law of affinity. That's what we bring into our lives. It's hard to believe, but it does work. And I do think that affirmations also work. So where to start? First thing in the morning. And let me tell you, this is the hardest one of all. It's the hardest of all. Justin, instead of picking your emails or looking at social media or going to make the coffee, just take 5 minutes. That's all. Take 5 minutes, save that YouTube, whichever one you want to use, gratitude meditation for 5 minutes, and it will completely set up your day in a very different way. And then your body's going to want to do it. Or if it's really hard, then do it at night, or do it both if you can. And as I don't know, I don't know what the word in English is, but as I don't know what the word in English is, but it's like maybe even those affirmation uh, as you're getting ready, or as you did the meditation, then you get up. It's only 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and you go. Then at that point, you make your coffee, and instead of looking at the phone, then put some affirmations. 4 minutes. I'm telling you, you will start seeing a difference. After day 3, you will start seeing a difference.